Right, hi guys, Inside Game here, once again coming at you with some Starcraft content actually, with my new computer. For those of you that haven't tried Starcraft, definitely pick it up. I will be doing a lot more Starcraft content, so you better try it and start liking it, because I'm going to do a whole lot of Starcraft content as well as World of Warcraft, obviously. This is going to be a my first video in the new series called Terran Tutorials. This is going to be the MMM build, Marine Marauder Medivac. It's going to be versus a Protoss player. I'm currently in the top platinum levels of the level of play, and I'm going to show you how to execute the build perfectly. So we'll just go straight ahead. Yeah, I just started working obviously immediately. This is going to be a Protoss player called Groony. It's on Lost Temple. It's close positions, which I haven't scouted yet, so I have no idea what I'm doing. So yeah, this is going to be a build. I'm going to analyze the build. I'm going to jump a bit because the video is a bit too long for the length I can upload to YouTube. So I will be jumping a bit around in the video. As you can see here, I just keep on producing SUVs. I will not build my supply depot yet. I will buy it on 10. Notice I build my supply depot on 10. Always build it on 10, because if you can see here, I don't get when I start my next SUV, which I will do in a second here, I can still make it, because it's on the cap. I'm on the cap, but anything past it, I won't be able to make it. And I send my working Skodan out on 11. Now, when you see here, the supply depot finishes just as the SUV gets out. Then I could just go straight into barracks and keep producing SUVs. For the Protoss player who's doing a similar Protoss opener, which I will not even comment on, because that's not of any relevance here. So you can see I get my barracks up. When my barracks is at 40%, I will build the refinery. Get your refinery down ASAP after you start your barracks. Some players opt to get an SUV before the refinery, but I go refinery before SUV, because that will enable you to as fast as you get your first marine out, you can just throw down a tech lab instantly and start transitioning into marauders, just straight into marauder and concussive shell. So I get my gas up. I start my marine before my orbital to try and kill the scouting drone. I didn't do that because it was close positions. There's no reason to chase the probe. He'll just go out. Just make sure there's no proxies. I'm not sure if I do that, but anyway. And I can see, you know, he's going a normal gateway into cybernetics. That means some zealots and stalkers. I put my marine here so I can kill any scouting probes. I throw down a tech lab, and when I get my command center, I mule straight away, I believe, and I get an SUV. So I'm going to do the QXC build, which is basically get your marauder out, then a marine, then bring in SUV, then push. That's what QXC likes to do. And when you do that build, you also have to get concussive shells, so you can kite zealots. Because as you can see, my Protoss opponent has a zealot out, which I can kite if I concussive shell. So he sees that I bring an SUV, so he's thinking, oh, he's going to do some bunker rush maybe. So I kill his scouting worker, just waiting for that. There we go. And again, in the background, keep producing SUVs and keep producing supply depots. So he fucked up my timing. He messed up my timing. So I'm getting one more marauder, then I'm pushing, and I'm adding on a second rack because I'm just going to transition into even more marauders. So this is my push. This push is not to kill your enemy, but to scare him or her. It's to put your opponent on the back foot, so you can either safely expand or your opponent goes crazy, and yeah, basically it just scares your opponent. Always do this versus a Protoss player. That's actually my tip. Always do this. Have an SUV, go ahead. Bit miss micro there. So I engage, and I'm going to keep a close eye on this. So you can see I got my marauders. I'm trying to kite the zealots. I'm mismicroing a bit, but I think I'm able to take down. There goes one, and I just say, fuck it, I'm just going to try and kill this one. And I do believe I failed quite a bit. I'm going for the stalker. I should have just killed off the zealot. But anyway, I killed most of his troops, and he is really all hurt. My opponent is on his back foot. So I'm just transitioning it into more Marauders, and I'm probably getting an engineering base soon. I'm getting a second gas for Stim and Medivacs, and I'm adding on a factory so I can go into Starport and get Medivacs. So make sure you don't get supplied block, and make sure you have no idling SUVs, which I apparently have. It's not good. This guy over here, this guy needs to get back to work. And I get an engineering bay. Engineering bay I get for both turrets and upgrades. Because if you're going pure Marauder Marine Medivac, you need upgrades, and you also want turrets so you can kill observers and or void rays. So while you're just getting some, you're massing up, mockering up with Marauders and Marines, make sure to constantly scan your opponent for Stargates so you don't get surprised by a void ray. Because then, and if you see a starport, you need to get more Marines so you can deal with it. So constantly scan the outside of a Protoss base to look for Stargate. So I'm just macroing up. I'm going to jump a bit ahead. Nothing cool happening. I'm just getting my upgrade. Always get one attack. Start Stim, and when Stim and one attack is done, and you have 2 Medivacs, then push. I need to fast forward a lot so I can make this video fit on into YouTube format. So I'm getting Medivac. I will be starting another Medivac. There we go. I'm constantly producing Marines and Marauders. And oops, let me back up a bit. Oops, there we go. And here's the confrontation. Yeah, as you can see, it was an engagement. It didn't go too well for me. As you can see, he just goes into my base. I think I'm dead. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die. I get a bunker up, and it doesn't look good for me. I'm about to get killed, but I somehow, some way managed to pull it off. So I actually kill off this push, which was quite an accomplishment for me, to be honest. I had to pull all my SV, but I've got enough. I got plenty of minerals and gas, so I'm not too worried at this point. I know he used all his army, and so did I. So I killed that push off, pretty good by me. And I just keep on adding on barracks, adding on tech labs, getting Marauders, getting Marines, getting in Medivac, keep scanning his base. He, unfortunately for me, got a hidden expansion, but when you go M, you need to drop. So I'm going to get loads of drop ship. I'm going to fast forward even more. So we're waiting for the third drop ship. I'm just keep mockering up, expand after confrontation, because you know that you've killed all his army, he's killed all of your army, so you both got to macro up, and by now he's probably taken an expansion. So you do the same. Get orbital command. There we go. Get plenty of medivacs. You can see his observer. I usually spot observers. I'm usually real good at it, but I didn't do it this time. And I'm going for drop. You can see I'm going for drop, and I'm going around the outside, and I'm gonna accidentally spot his expansion and take the expansion down. I was blind luck by me, but still I got it down. He's trying to pull his forces, but look at this timing. As soon as he gets us, I'm out and I'm fine. So I'm gonna slow down a little bit. Just getting Marauders, Marines. I know I got the advantage at this point. I build a missile turret which owns the observer. He's coming with a war prism. I don't see it. Just keep getting medivacs, keep getting upgrades. Get 2 attack, get 2 defense, get 3 attack, get 3 defense. Keep on adding those barracks, and just get Marauders and Marines. And when you feel comfortable, push out. Remember to keep scanning for Stargates. So he's dropping, and my luck again, just having a medivac over my mineral line. That was pure luck, but I had it, so I was able to stop this drop. Pretty good game so far from me. Just keep on adding on barracks, get more Marauders, get more Marines, keep producing SUVs, keep getting supply posts, and just push up when you feel comfortable. You can see this push goes straight home. Just have your stim ready, push, and as you can see, I take this confrontation quite comfortably. I pull back and make the force fields go in my advantage, so I use the force fields to my advantage, and there you go. This is how you execute the M build, Marine Marauder Marine. This is what you usually do versus a Protoss opponent. I played real well, and if you execute it well and do some drops, you should beat Protoss players pretty well. So that was it for me for this time, and I'll